ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. We are back. It's yours truly, the
Did you
Village Top
moan? Did you
Podcast.
just
I
moan?
lucky did. I lucky did.
You
What is
moan
your
it?
problem,
You're weird.
man? Every same
start this
shit,
podcast off right.
different day with your
Started
ass,
off
man.
right. Gotta start it off right, man.
Start off with moaning
Gotta
in the
start it
mic.
right. Go ahead,
Anyways,
bro.
No,
Hey,
No, no,
it's
it's
so
leave it,
crazy.
leave it. We're keeping
The
it.
guy
We're
said,
keeping
"I
it.
can't play
We're
it.
keeping
Like,
it.
I can't let you
keeping it.
slide."
See,
I was
like,
gonna say keep it, but I just couldn't do it.
You got him
production team
commenting on
started
the
off as a
intro.
laugh, and then it kind of just like
production, she trying to
smoothed
save
into
your
it.
ass. Nah, not today.
Hey, it is what it
Not
is.
today.
Come on.
I almost
Anyways,
quit.
we're gonna get straight to
I would
it.
quit halfway.
This
Like that.
goon over there, Armani, to his left, we got Uche. To my immediate right, we got Kanice, and yours truly, I go by the name of Damn.
Damn.
I'm Ugo. We got Randy in the back. So we're gonna get straight to it, man. So last Sunday, we had so many things go on, man, but we're gonna start about, well, the second most important thing after the Pope passing on Monday. We
Not
will
for real.
get
Rest in peace.
to WrestleMania. Kanice, I'll let you start it off, man.
Man, this weekend was fantastic. The greatest movie I've ever seen. Even better than something else we're gonna talk about later. But WrestleMania weekend was amazing. Absolutely fantastic. As you remember the last episode, we talked about John Cena and Cody Rhodes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It finally concluded. We finally came to a conclusion. John Cena fulfilled his promise. Said he was going to ruin WrestleMania, ruining wrestling. Period.
How old is he?
That's not important right now. To us, he's still the same old John Cena, but except for that ball spot
Is he
he's trying to
though?
hide.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was about to say.
But nah, Travis Scott got involved with his match.
Travis?
Travis Scott, yes. All we heard is
What,
Fiend.
days before rodeo, Travis?
Yeah.
What story does he add?
Bro,
That's all I'm trying
that's,
to figure out.
that's still a head scratcher. But I think it's because of the fact that his song was the main theme song for WrestleMania. So they kind of wanted to get him in. And he's a big wrestling fan, apparently. So
And they also have merch on the website, Captain Jack.
yeah,
So another way to
money,
push it.
So money grab.
Pretty much.
And
it's really smart though. It's really smart.
yeah, of
So-
course. What?
It
They're
works.
big.
It works.
Yeah, it works. So no, John Cena ended up
sense.
giving Cody Rhodes a low blow to the groin, and even before the match, John Cena told Cody Rhodes on the mic, was like, "Yo, you're gonna have to make a decision. You could be a good guy or you could be a bad guy. But when it comes down to it, you're gonna see how you truly win or whatever, right?"
Mhm.
And as soon as that instance came, they threw the belt inside the ring. Cody Rhodes John Cena was trying to hit him with it. Cody Rhodes caught it, and he had the opportunity to hit him, but he didn't because he wanted to be a good guy.
Did y'all know anything about this air? All right. Are we good to go?
Okay. Yeah, so Cody Rhodes he grabbed it, was about to hit him over the head with it, but because he's a good guy, he didn't want to do it. John Cena was like, "Shit, if you don't want to, I will." Get them in the groin, took the belt, went upside his head with it. 1, 2, 3. John Cena's a 17-time world
opportunity.
champion.
Take it.
You got to, bro.
It's life.
Got to.
Y'all think there was any other way he could have gone about that?
Absolutely
Cena.
not. Not this character. No, not this former John Cena.
To be a winner?
At any means necessary. No,
Sometimes you gotta slime
you got
to get to the top. Sometimes you
Okay,
gotta.
I'm just happy we're on the same page.
He did say he's going to ruin wrestling, so I feel like it's a
Yeah.
great start. So.
And then you saw all the hints and teasers, like for example, that rooftop scene with The Rock. How you saw that trailer. This thing, there was an image of Cena, and I forgot who was on the other side of it. And then there's also another promo that The Rock did where he threw up 3 fingers. I forgot who people thought that he was referencing. I know people thought he was talking about the triple threat,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
but he was actually referring to Cena since his hand
Yeah.
sign and whatnot. So like, there's a lot of
Symbolism.
teasers over the months leading up to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
It's-
So what about Uche's his mommies, as you like to call them?
With my ladies,
Yeah.
love them.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't even know their name. Like Jade and they're bad. I didn't know.
Hey,
I didn't know
Jade.
WWE got cast like this. Like,
Shawn Michaels,
I need to so
man.
Shout
out to HBK.
them
He's the one
alone
he's
Shawn
been
almost
like-
hop back into WWE. I was like, Jade?
You know, Shawn Michaels the one that's doing all the recruiting.
You
for
told me
us.
that. I was
Yeah.
like, Shawn Michaels.
And
I see you got that book of sugar. He got a little fever. I like that. You know what he like. You know what he like. He know what he like. And I'm liking it too.
Well, we loving it.
But
We loving
what
it.
was the those two ladies? There was a match I was watching.
Naomi and Jade.
Naomi
Yeah.
and Jay, like
Naomi
the
and
beef,
Jay.
and then the beef that even started. Like there was I didn't even know there was a new match where they're stuck in capsules. right? You have to
It's my
watch.
hell. It's my
No, not cage match, not Hell in a Cell.
Elimination Chamber match.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Where they're stuck in the capsule to watch people get beat up for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
It's
crazy.
a countdown. It's a countdown. So
it used to be
basically,
way worse than that.
yeah, it was 6 people in the match, right?
Mhm.
The last 2 that come in, they start off the match.
Mhm.
Everybody else is trapped into a pod. You have 10 seconds. It's a countdown, 10, 9, 8, 7, all the way to 1. Then they let somebody else out. Then they get involved with the match. The objective is to eliminate everybody until you're the last one standing.
They used to be real steel up in there. Shout out to when Triple H won.
Like,
that was a
I remember
cold
that's the reason why one of the girls got beef. Someone just, I mean, not the main reason why someone got beef, but it escalated with this. I forgot her name.
Jay and Naomi?
Yeah, it was the one. She looked like I call her Storm because she had white hair when she came in the ring.
Oh, yeah, Jay.
Came in and gave this girl the business. I said, whoa.
Oh, she did a
Whoa.
But she
reversal
came in
power
saying
bomb.
it was you.
It was you. And then Liv thought it was her. She said, bro, I didn't have nothing to do with it. I ain't had nothing to do with it. And then everybody started tripping when she went after Naomi instead of Liv.
Throwing her around, whooping her
around.
throwing her left and right. I said, whoa.
The way Naomi had her laid out on that car.
No. I understand it now. Like that's how you had me. I'm coming back at you too. And then you're putting her in the cage, and she's slamming the cage, and I'm like, I'm brutal on this. Like, I at some point I realized WWE wasn't real when I was younger, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
But after watching that, I was like,
I always say this.
look kind of real.
I always say this when it comes to WWE and like the whole real or fake thing. And I watched I think a documentary on it. They said like I think Logan Paul said it. He's like the moves are real. It's just the story is just a little bit, broadcast. I mean, Broadway. So like everything that you're seeing, I feel like it's
like
real
Broadway
because
musical type of thing.
yeah, like because the
It's
moves are
drama.
real. Like they
It's
have
fine.
to train to do this.
That's fine. I'm watching for the story anyways. Them fighting, that's cool and all to watch.
Yeah.
But hearing the story, how people betraying each other, that alone is like give me hooked, like a soap opera.
Yeah, that's what I'm
very,
saying.
very dramatic.
And
But I
that's,
like it.
and that's why we're invested into the story because for months we didn't know who attacked Jade, right? Because Jade, we just saw her laid up on a car windshield and she was passed out.
Look how they massacred.
Look how they got her. Look at it. We don't know who it is. For the longest, everybody thought it was Liv. Then, like I said, Elimination Chamber hits up like 3 months later. Jade comes back, comes in the ring, and said, "I know it was you, huh?" And Liv was like, "Nah, it wasn't me." Went after Naomi, beat the living dog crap out of her.
Walked her.
Walked her. And Bianca had to watch because those are both her best friends.
Mm-hmm.
Those are both her best friends. So she's beating up on her. She don't know what's going on. Later on, she slams the cage on her, and then Naomi gets eliminated.
I like what sorry to cut you off. I like what Liv did with Bianca. Right, because they was talking. Although Bianca was inside the capsule, but he eventually came out. There's the part she just ping ponging her back against the
Oh yeah,
That was
that's
crazy.
funny as hell. That match itself was good.
Nah, that match is entertainment.
Yeah,
Pure,
Yeah, that was nice. That was I had to watch that one all the way through. I was like, yeah, that's very nice.
Oh, these girls are really like
They're good,
entertaining.
bro.
They're really entertaining.
Bro, what?
No, and then continue on to the next time they were in the ring again. I remember they were talking to him at the stage, asking, "Did you do it?" Basically, they were talking like,
Yeah, Bianca was trying to get that. She said, "Did you attack Jade?" And then Naomi was like, wasn't trying to answer. She was like
dodging.
dodging the whole time, dodging. And then she finally said, "Yeah," because she was trying to eat off your success. Like I was there from you from the get go. You went ahead and rolled with her over me. It was just jealousy, and I was like,
just
bro,
jealousy.
I like this.
I figured it was gonna happen. I mean, it's a triple tag team. Like it's bound to happen.
It's bound to happen. And
Yeah.
no, what I love about that one was when she walked out the ring, Jade, right?
Yeah.
Jade, I call her Storm. White hair. Ever since I saw the white hair, I love Storm, so I had to just call her Storm. She walking through, theme song came on. She walking, I was like, oh man. No, her truck pulled up.
Yeah.
Then she got it. I was like, oh man, she about to do it again. Looked at her. No, she looked at
Bianca.
Bianca's like this. Let me go handle this real quick.
Yeah.
Walked in
Because she
the
came in,
ring.
she's like, because Liv was like, it's not me. So
Yeah.
it was you.
Yeah,
Went to Naomi, mink.
Bro,
No, I'm talking about the other scene. There's a second time. after
Oh,
they
the
had a
second time.
Mhm.
She came back. She came back because
Mhm.
Naomi had explained to herself, explained to Bianca like, "Yo, this is the reason why I did it because it was jealousy, basically." And then Naomi said, "I did it all for you. You over here acting like an ungrateful bitch." And then Bianca was like, "What you say?" And then,
No, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I said, imagine doing all that. You're trying to put your way. I think she just finally cracked. I think she cracked in her head. She said, "You're so ungrateful." I'm like, well, now I'm gonna beat you up.
Nah, but Jay
I got
pulled
it
up
from
in the
afar,
car,
man.
went and whooped her. And then they had that match at WrestleMania, and Jay just dominated that whole match. They're still beefing right now, even like on SmackDown just happened.
Mm.
Like, Naomi attacked her when she wasn't paying attention or whatever. So their beef is still going on. Just
You know
like
what else that reminds me about a beef? Shout out Thanksgiving, because there's a certain character that we all know, and for the longest time hated, but eventually loved, given to WrestleMania. Uche, I'll let you take over that one. You know who I'm talking about.
Nah.
Speaking of mommy,
like, dude, I didn't know they even had a character like this. They mixed two of one of my favorite characters and put them into one. Right? Apparently, there's a character who just goes to his dad, walks in his house during Thanksgiving, starts beating him up at Thanksgiving. Like, he's not Rey Mysterio. He's not Eddie Guerrero.
But he's both. He's a amalgamation.
Dominic Mysterio. He's a son of Rey Mysterio, but the embodiment of Eddie Guerrero. Yeah. That was fantastic.
Boy got that Viva La Raza. No bullshit.
I miss Eddie Guerrero when he, rest in peace. When he passed, I was hurt by that one. The way charisma. The way he just acts, the way he was a showstopper, like he did a lot of things.
In-ring of talent, everything, bro.
You know what's so funny about this? I didn't mean to cut you off. You know what's so funny? During that whole interaction, like Rey Mysterio still got his mask on, and it came off for a second, and I think his wife was trying to put
at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you get beat up. Yeah,
that was too funny.
But but Dominic's character took time, bro, because people weren't with it. He was with his dad at first, and then
it's hard shoes to fill.
Yeah, because they thought he was just a regular looking kid, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they were booing him not in a way that they cared, but like just like they didn't care about him.
Like get him off the ring.
Yeah, and then he betrayed his dad and attacked him, and then he joined the Judgment Day, and he was calling his dad a deadbeat dad. You know what I'm saying? I wish Eddie Guerrero was my dad. You know what I'm saying? It was an amazing story, and it was a callback to what Eddie Guerrero tried to have a custody battle for him with that ladder match.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it was
fighting for custody on live television.
Yes, bro. It was good drama though.
WrestleMania, WWE gonna get their money for life, bro. How long has it been going out for? Like before our time at this point, like they're going.
That's been going on for at least I'll say since
bro. He was a little kid when he did that match with Eddie Guerrero. Now he's his own man.
Like that's fantastic. Like that character alone is just. That's beautiful. Like, you put two characters like that, make a great story on top of that. Like, hopefully we all remember how Eddie Guerrero was back in the past. Like, Low Rider came in there, latching, still shaking. That boy moved like him. He talked like him. He act like him.
He has his charisma, the way he walks and talks, and even Eddie Guerrero had a little thing with China. So Dominic's version was his with Rhea Ripley. So he was calling her mommy. But then right after that, Liv came in the story and he said, you don't need to be with somebody who you call it mommy. You need somebody calling you poppy. And I was like, whoa, okay. I kind of dig this storyline real quick. And then, he became his own man, betrayed old girl, joined up with a new girl, which is Liv.
So he pimping.
Yeah. He's still for sure. And then
character of the show.
And then years later, you know what I'm saying, time goes on, like him and Finn Balor like beefing for the leadership of the group. Vying for leadership and power of the group. And Finn was like, yo, I don't want titles and stuff like that. I need to follow my lead. Dominic was like, nah, man, this, you know what I'm saying, follow me. WrestleMania hits. Liv was in his ear, his new girl in his ear talking about, yo, do you see what he's trying to do? He's trying to take credit for everything you've done. Like, you need to go handle that. You know what? Don't worry about it. I'm going to put you in the WrestleMania main event. Before he went from a triple threat match to a 4-way match. And it was poetic justice because Dominic ended up pinning his teammate for that title. And now he's the Intercontinental title. Bro, he was so excited. The crowd was cheering because usually, like, they would boo him so loud, he can't even cut a promo. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when he won that title, everybody started cheering. And then he even went off script. When he was leaving, he ran back into the ring and started celebrating with the crowd. The crowd started cheering him even more. I was like, yo.
He got hype. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. People cheer your name. That's glory.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, your spine.
Yeah, to like that's go crazy. Off to go back behind stage and to come back and get back on the ring.
Yeah. That's a proud moment. That's really.
I was proud for him.
He came a long way. That's nice.
It was a good story.
I hope they keep this character. I hope it goes a long way because
speaking of champions, man,
beautiful.
My baby girl. Let me stop right there.
Ew.
But Io Sky, man. Io Sky, man. Io Sky.
That was beautiful.
I don't know how y'all be looking at Rhea Ripley and Bianca.
That's mommy right there.
For good reason, yes. For good reason. But
right
Io Sky.
Bullshit.
Io Sky is crazy.
Now, Io Sky, she Man, like I think she might be one of the best female wrestlers in the ring.
Why is that?
Her acrobatics, her athleticism. Wait, what? What you thought?
Just curious.
That's your apprentice right here.
Thought those are the reasons.
Apprentice.
Yeah, but you two white shirt wearing individuals.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
You ever think get white shirts?
Yeah. But EO's beef with which is funny enough. We were just talking about Jade. It bled into the storyline because after Bianca was in that Elimination Chamber match and watched her girl get beat up, she ended up having to finish that match. And when she won the Elimination Chamber match, which made her the #1 contender for that women's world title.
Yeah.
So she comes in, even though she's the #1 contender, she still has to wait out to see who's going to win between Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. So she goes ringside. She's enjoying the show, you know what I'm saying, with the fur coat, fur mink. You know what I'm saying? She watching it.
Shout out to her stylist.
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. She wearing the fur mink, and then Rhea Ripley and them having a match. I guess Io went ringside and Bianca was like, man, get your ass up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see who's going to win. And Rhea took that up as her cheering her on. And she's like, oh, why don't you go mind your business? And then they started shoving each other. And then the refs got involved. It's like, yo, you go sit yourself down. You go back in the ring, finish your match, or whatever. And Rhea just kept getting obsessed with Bianca. She wasn't paying attention. She said, yo, I'm going to see you at Mania. And right when she about to hit her finisher off the top rope, Io reversed it, did the Hurricanrana. Hurricanrana's the one where they put the legs on her neck. Yeah.
So, I don't know why I know that, but yeah.
And then she did her moonsault, beat her 1, 2, 3. She's a new champion.
I was going to make a joke, but I'm not going to do it.
I'm very scared.
Jail?
About...
Nah.
Yeah, okay.
Continue the story, though. Yeah. Why are you looking at me like that?
Comment down below. We should not have Armani in for the next episode.
Nah, but Io ended up winning that match. It was a good match though. It was a good match. And then following night, Rhea kept complaining, crying. It was like, yo, it's not fair. Bianca was distracting me. And Bianca was like, man, you should have just focused on your match like I told you to. This shit wouldn't have happened. And then they were butting heads. Rhea Ripley kept interfering or whatever. So Rhea cried loud enough to the point where she got a rematch. And he said, yo.
Damn, why you say like that?
She was whining, bro. She was whining. That's what it was.
I mean, yeah, but...
She deserved it. Don't talk about her like that.
Man, she was crying, bro. But now, they were like, yo, all right, I'm gonna give her rematch, but Bianca, I'm gonna make you a special guest referee. She got the referee on with the bikini and everything, you know what I'm saying?
They know they were wrong for that.
Yeah, nah, they were right for that.
They were right for that. I was watching, boy. They was that stopper.
I was locked in for real, but nah,
on the road.
I don't know who to look at.
But nah, all jokes aside, but Bianca ended up getting attacked from both women accidentally, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, you know what, hey, I'm tired of this. Disqualify both of them, they ain't no winner. And Rhea got mad again and attacked her. So since shit wasn't getting resolved, Adam was like, you know what? Since y'all don't know how to resolve it like grown adults, I'm going to resolve it for y'all.
A man had to step in?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Surprising.
Not surprising. So surprising. Oh, man. Okay.
He ended up putting up a match, a triple threat match, Bianca, Io, and Rhea. Man, I ain't going to lie to you. Other than the next match we're going to talk, I feel like that was the second best, third best match on the card.
I didn't think women can get down like that, but I now I'm very, very invested.
Bro, these are the 3 top women in the business.
Yeah, I'm very invested
now. 3 of the best women in business because they are professionals. They know how to get down, tell a story, and everything like that. Io felt like she was being neglected because Rhea and Bianca were beefing so much. They were kind of ignoring her. Like she wasn't there.
She got a belt on her shoulders.
She got the belt. That's what they're fighting for.
They're fighting for the very thing
that's on her
shoulders, but they're
not important. That's crazy. Like the whole storyline between that, like 2 people beefing over here, and the main champion like this. Oh, I'm the champion. Hold on now. But you would think that was like the highlight of WrestleMania, huh? Like there's way more. Like CM Punk, that boy is still in the business. Like his story alone. CM Punk. What's his name?
When there's a mic in his
CM
hand.
Punk. The triple threat match.
Seth Rollins?
Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, CM Punk.
God, that fed family,
that was the highlight of the night.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. CM Punk still got it, bro. That's crazy.
Bro, showstopper.
How long is CM Punk been in there? That's just like
he been in the business for a minute. He been in there since like he was in his early 20s.
He got Botox. Why you look young in the face?
Early 20s.
Probably Botox.
He got Botox, huh?
Yeah, no, that was his first WrestleMania main event.
Why were you ignoring my question? He got Botox, huh?
No.
He probably do.
Yeah, his face.
He don't smoke. You know he don't do drugs, right? He don't drink alcohol. He don't do
drugs.
He's straight.
I thought he was a crackhead for a long time.
No, he.
I thought you said like I'm crazy.
If someone tell me that, I can believe it.
I thought he did smoke. I thought he smoked every day.
He's straight edge.
I can believe it.
Actually, that's true. You just joking. I used to thought like right before every night he used to hit a mean line.
Yeah, I thought he was snipped out.
Like straight come out like this.
Yeah, but nah, that storyline I was heavily invested. That's the best match of WrestleMania because
it's just business.
It's just business.
It's just business, bro.
He said, while it might be personal for two people, for me, it's just business. I was like, oh my God.
I bet that's tough.
I just
So in 40 years with WrestleMania, you feel like that was the best WrestleMania?
No, it's top 5 for me though. It was a top 5 match for me though.
Only reason why I'm not giving that is because of that big-headed ass nigga, Paul Heyman, bro.
Paul Heyman?
Heyman, sorry.
But the way they weaved him into the story was good.
It was.
Paul Heyman got to be the most professional meat rider of all time.
Wait, Paul Heyman was
how do you have
he has to be a professional meat rider,
yeah.
My chief?
The chief.
My tribal chief. I am not going to lie. I've been losing every time he says it on screen. I was like, you say that? They pay you to say that?
Bro, Paul Heyman is the best hype man you can have in your corner.
Is there a problem with my tribal chief? I couldn't do it.
That's the most loyal snake you
How much they got to pay him big bucks?
No, he does. He does. You know,
has to be.
He's part of the creative team. The
He
creative
has
stuff
to be. I'm telling you, tribal chief. I couldn't do it on camera. Like people watching me calling you tribal chief. How much you paying me?
And then
though?
Reigns calls him
How much?
Mr. Wiseman.
That's too much. People gonna see me in the streets and talk to me like that.
Figures.
Now,
Six
what
figs.
say?
6 figs.
And what's it called? Heyman
Roman Reigns
calls Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns calls Paul Heyman. What's it called?
The
Mr.
Wise Man. It's my wise man.
The Wise Man.
It's not tribal chief though. But he says my tribal chief.
No, because he's the high chief though.
I hear you. I'm not telling you. I'm not calling you that. Like, how much you gonna pay me? I gotta see the check right in my face.
It's actually funny because Paul Heyman worked with his father and his father's father. Like Paul Heyman has history.
So he's a consistent. Almost the word slave.
No.
Do you feel like Paul Heyman treats
goes out of bloodline?
Roman Reigns better than Brock Lesnar?
Who?
Yeah. No, because being a Paul Heyman guy means a lot. Because that's why it's important to the story. CM Punk, being a Paul Heyman guy, had one of the longest title reigns of all time. He had it for almost 2 years before The Rock beat him.
Who?
CM Punk. He had one of the longest reigning title runs in WWE history. Top 5.
I'm sorry. We're getting off topic. What was the
No, we're still on top of it. It's still with the story.
Top 5 that had the title run.
I think Bruno Sammartino, then Hulk Hogan, then Roman Reigns, and then CM Punk.
What made this? Sorry, what made this one of the best? The storyline was already enough itself. I want you to go deep.
Okay. Oh, you want
Go.
Because the
wait, we was ready.
Okay.
It's trigger finger.
For one, Seth Rollins in real life did not like CM Punk.
Okay.
He really didn't like it, but because they're professionals, they have to keep it in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So Seth Rollins really got pissed when CM Punk came back a while back. So they've been beefing back and forth for like almost 2 years.
And for context, sorry to cut you off. For context, CM Punk brought in, you can say, he shepherded Reigns and Rollins.
Oh, exactly.
Because they came out the same year.
CM Punk
so he's like big bro to them.
Yeah. So CM Punk went behind the scenes. It was like, yo,
big bro is crazy. That's
like big bro.
No. It's true.
The way he was talking to them.
Yeah, he was big bro on them. Yeah.
Okay.
So like CM Punk brought them into the WWE in like main event, but not NXT. He took him from NXT to brought him to the main roster. He was like, Vince McMahon was like, yo, we want to create a group. And CM Punk was like, all right, bet. I want Seth Rollins. I want some other dude, and I want Dean Ambrose. He was like, nah, we want Roman Reigns in there. He said, all right, bet. So he brought them into the main event of WrestleMania. He thought he was going to be his group, but it ended up not being. That's the whole reason why he left WWE in the first place. Because he said they take his ideas and make it seem like it's theirs. So he had legitimate beef with WWE, and that is the reason why Seth Rollins was like, yo, you left when shit got hot, and I stuck around, and I did all this, and you're going to come back when things are good again. Nah, that's not how it works. So they were beefing because of that in real life and in, like, kayfabe. So not that CM Punk kept ignoring. He was like, bro, I'm not worried about you. I'm here to get money. That's what he kept saying. He kept saying that.
Straight up.
That's my guy. Man, that's my spirit animal right there.
Yeah,
nothing else. You can get that.
And then you got Seth Rollins, who has history with Roman Reigns. Like I said, they both came into the business together. 2014 Seth Rollins betrayed Roman Reigns and hit him in the back with a steel chair.
I remember that.
Hit him in the back. That's what set everything off, right? And Roman Reigns still hates him for that, but he never really truly addresses it like that. So years later, CM Punk did him a favor because they were having a beef with another group, which is his underling, because he's a tribal chief. He had 4 people under him. Roman Reigns loses the title to Cody Rhodes, comes back. The underling comes and takes his Ulafala, which is like the necklace that makes you the high chief. And then literally, bro, it's a good story. It's a long-running story. It's a long-running story.
I can't take Tribal Chief. I'm sorry.
It's funny. It's funny. But like, so he takes the necklace.
It's like the more you hear it, you just
I can't get over it.
Yeah, but it's actually real life. That's their high chief.
I see that.
Yeah, so
on screen.
Yeah, so he comes in and takes the underling comes and takes his Ulafala or whatever. They only have 3 members, which is the Uso twins and Sami Zayn, and he needs 1 more member. Paul Heyman's like, yo, I can get you that last member. Goes and gets CM Punk. CM Punk joins the group. CM Punk's like, I'm doing it, but I need a favor. Roman Reigns said, I owe you a favor? He goes, nah, I want a favor from our wise man, Paul Heyman. And Roman Reigns is like, our wise man. You know what I'm saying? It's my way. You know what I'm saying? So he does him the favor. Whatever, they win the match. Boom. That's water under the bridge. They think that shit's over with. Seth Rollins still going crazy. He's like, yo, you shook his hand. You did all this shit. Boom, boom, boom. They're going at it. Royal Rumble hits. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns get eliminated by CM Punk, and then CM Punk gets eliminated by Logan Paul, right? Roman Reigns talking shit to CM Punk. Seth Rollins comes out of nowhere and steps on his head, gives him the craziest curb stomp ever. Double stomps his head.
That's the first one was outside the ring, right?
Outside the ring, yeah. And then he did it again.
On the ring.
And then CM Punk and Seth Rollins continue to beat, like, brawling with each other. Then Monday night hits. Roman Reigns comes back, attacks him in the middle of a steel cage match, whatever. Now things
sneaking each other left
and
right.
They're sneaking each other left and right, bro. And then they were like, all right, man, we need to settle this at WrestleMania, basically. It was the week after, it was a big-ass brawl. Everybody fighting and shit, because I'm going to have to skip some seconds because of time, but they have a big-ass brawl. They all start pointing at the WrestleMania sign. WrestleMania sign. And then right after that, they're like, all right, bet. We got to get the contract signed in. CM Punk said, Paul Heyman, remember how I told you that CM Punk left the company because he didn't get to main event WrestleMania? Yeah. That's one of his biggest gripes. He had a lot of gripes, but that was his biggest one. But he was like, hey, Paul Heyman says, like, yo, it's in there. It's in the contract. You're the main event of WrestleMania. Everybody's crying. The crowd is cheering and everything. But CM Punk's like, yeah, man, I appreciate you, but that's not what the favor I'm owed. The favor I'm owed is in my corner, my wise man, my best friend is Paul Heyman, right? Roman Reigns like, he ain't going to do that. He ain't going to do that. Wise man, tell him no. Paul Heyman goes, I'm sorry, my tribal chief. I can't do that. I cannot do that.
I'm sorry, my tribal chief.
I'm not going to lie. I can't hear it again. Because you're too big for that.
It was actually really like...
No, I get the story. Yeah, it sounds cool. At the end of the day, it's more so like... I can't call you tribal chief.
It's like... Nah, I'm not going to say it.
But yeah, so fast forward, Seth Rollins was about to attack Paul Heyman. He said, nah, you owe me a favor. We don't know what that is. We think it's just a throwaway term. WrestleMania hits, put on one of the greatest matches I've ever seen in WrestleMania. 5-star match, in my opinion.
If y'all ain't see it, go see it, bro.
Go watch that match. That match is crazy.
Go
match
look at
is
the highlights.
crazy.
Something. Go do something with that, because apparently I didn't know WWE gets down like that.
Nah, it's a banger. It's a banger. But no,
I ain't gonna lie, they used the entire ring for that one. That was actually good.
Did y'all go to church this Sunday?
That Sunday, yeah.
Hey,
that was Easter, man.
You don't just church that Sunday?
We gotta talk about the finish, bro.
I did get that word though.
Too much time.
Well, before we go on, Seth Rollins ends up winning, alliance with Paul Heyman.
And that's the favorite he was owed.
That's the favorite he was owed.
Yeah. But do you know what we're owed?
What?
We need a good reason as to why a lot of you people think the movie Sinners is a 10 out of 10.
No.
Why do y'all think that?
No, please. 10 out of 10 is crazy. Like, don't get me wrong, I get it.
Amani, you have it as a 12 out of 10, bro.
Look at me too.
Yeah, so go ahead and
Not
start
me.
it off, Go ahead, sort of.
Not
Why you
to
got a
me.
12 out of 10, bro?
Let's go ahead and say the good things first. The bad things I can say.
Okay, we can talk about the good things.
Good things. I think I'm some people don't say I'm a hater. I think the symbolism and it was nice, right?
Beautiful.
I like the way they'll talk about so many different stories, how they connect cultures with music. I like how they they're connecting, transcending time with the music. I love the music. The music was beautiful. 10 out of 10
really
music.
good musical. No bullshit.
Nice musical. Got Irish dancing in the dirt outside.
Aura.
Got
Aura.
Yeah,
Aura. That was Aura.
Anything else you want to add?
I think the actors are all superior.
Yeah,
actors are superior.
I don't think anybody lacked in the acting department.
I get you. Yeah. That's cool. Okay, that's cool.
I want to say more so in regards to like the poster of the film itself. A good friend of mine, if you see this, he's probably gonna giggle. The goofy guy he is. He mentioned that it's an allegory because you see smoke on the poster, right? And then under the title name, there's a little quote there, and it's funny because going by the two brothers in Stacks and Smoke, you understand that they are the same person, like physically.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan, but they live two extremely different lives, and how it plays out in the movie, it went two completely different ways, which is amazing. I like that. I like that concept. Shout out, what's his name?
He who should not be named.
Yeah, Ryan Coogler, for that whipping up that concept together.
Okay.
No. I already shouted him out, but
yeah. So what else we like?
Yeah,
the humor. It was funny.
The setting, although
I found it hilarious. That was actually good. It was funny.
Yeah.
Humor wise,
given how washed out it is, it was well. And
Played out or washed out?
Played out. Thank you. How played out it is, and I'm referring to like
the setting
in the slavery movies.
The slavery
movies. Is what you mean?
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's a negative. That's a negative.
I will say this.
Yeah, I think that's starting into the negative.
Yeah. I will say this. I love the movie. Good concept. I love the character design. I love the theme. The
outfits
concept,
were nice.
The environment.
Lighting.
Even though, lighting. And they did something different.
No.
The cinematography was amazing.
Oh my god! I've never seen the thing with the church where the priest. I'm not sure if y'all noticed this. The priest was the darkest one in the room, like, and then
with his eyes red,
real glowing, and then the sun was bright. Like, just I don't know. I like that part too. The whole part. I'm not sure if you've ever seen that portrait of the people dancing in the.
Yeah.
Long story short, if you looked at how they're dancing, I hope whoever got that.
Everybody, grandma got that picture.
Yeah,
I forgot her. I forgot her name. The lady that did the cinematography is the same one that did the Black Panther cinematography and everybody else. And Logan.
No, she killed that. Like, I give that 10 out of 10. I give that. I see why filmmakers, y'all love this movie because I promise you they did everything right. The wardrobe was nice
on everything.
But I would
lighting
say,
was nice. Go ahead. Sorry.
I would say to the slavery thing. Something that they haven't done in a while.
Slavery thing.
Something that they haven't did in a while is definitely doing in a period of time where slavery isn't prominent into the movie, but it is sharecropping at this point. And people that don't know, during the time, I think it was like 1932.
Yeah, 32.
This is during the time when black people
World War II just ended.
Yeah, World War II just ended. Right now, black people are very much poor. We're just going to what we know best, which is picking cotton, trying to sell it off.
We're free, but we're not free.
Yeah, we're still.
That's the name, indentured servitude, bro.
Yeah, indentured servitude. So right now, we're still feeling the impacts of the war, the aftermath of slavery.
Physically,
they have no therapist, so they're still going through trauma.
Still a lot of trauma.
I'm not sure if you see how as it shakes. That shake. Smokes is the one who shakes.
Slim too.
That's off of war.
No, he's talking about Smoke.
So someone's still shaking.
Smoke is still going through a little bit of PTSD from the war.
There's no therapist.
He's never cheerful.
Yeah. He's older.
For good reason.
Yeah. When you going through that traumatic experience, I'm pretty sure you'd be mad all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, like every now and then, crack a smile.
True.
I like how they emphasize the time period that you're in because they really show you their lifestyle at that point. They even had that. What's the little boy's name?
They beat you over the head with
Sammy?
it.
Yeah, Sammy asked him a question like this. How's it up there? He's like this. Kind of the same thing down here. We're just
bigger buildings.
Yeah, just bigger buildings.
When you're talking about, I want to go back to Chicago.
We're just more industrial. Yeah, Al Capone. I'm glad they brought up a lot of things like even the prohibition, like even bringing beer. Remember they had to try to bribe the one of the
Irish beer.
Irish beer, like
it's rare. It's rare to get that.
No, it's illegal.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's rare. It's rare to get that. Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, like you can't drink alcohol. It was a sin that it was crazy.
That's why they had speakeasies.
Exactly.
I like how you mentioned that.
So if you know your history, like you understand like a lot of things they were doing. I like how they would just talk about the lifestyle. They really set the tone of the time period. I loved it. The beginning part, even people may say they don't like it. The setup, the story was nice. Now, we said everything good, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say what's bad.
Hey, y'all better
Wait,
be
no.
satisfied.
Let me say one more good thing because I know
I'm holding the trigger.
Niggas gonna be on my ass if I don't say this right now.
Time, bro.
Look, Michael B. Jordan did a fantastic job of portraying two different people.
Michael B. Jordan did what?
Let me just say it. Michael B. Jordan did a fantastic job of portraying.
Fantastic?
Yes.
Portraying. Oh, no. Let me finish.
Let
me land.
Hold on, man.
Let me land. All right, like I said.
Go ahead.
All right, so like I said, Michael B. Jordan did a fantastic job of portraying twins with two different personalities and that had very different ticks and mannerisms.
Okay.
And that's what I'm going to leave it at that for him.
All
So
right.
people don't think I'm hating.
All right. So we can unchain the beast. So go ahead.
Right. All right. So like I said,
I'm about to bite through his lip.
now hear me out, right? These, like I said, he split Michael B. Jordan in two.
Yeah.
Put them together, that's just Michael B. Jordan again, right?
It's not.
Like,
it's not. I usually
saw
give it to
I saw both versions of Michael B. Jordan and Creed.
Nah, bro.
Not?
No.
Not
Creed?
I can agree with you on that.
Calm and collected. Calm and collected.
That is such a basic. This is so basic.
He's basic.
Bro.
I know.
That's just a basic description. You cannot do that, bro.
Michael B. Jordan as a kid in The Wire, that's an actor, right? Michael Jordan when he's younger, that's an actor.
What?
Who would have boxed me? because at the end of the day, as he got older, I mean, he's like I said, and I'm saying he's a bad actor. I'm just saying he doesn't do much.
So you're saying he no longer has the variety he has?
Not that much.
I feel like he's scared to really push the boundaries.
Okay, hold on.
That's what it is.
Before we continue engaging.
So this is. I'm just going to list them out.
Happening right now.
And then the part where. The part where they introduced the Irish vampire, I was like, dang, the Indians just came and gone, huh? Like, that was a nice story. They just never went into detail.
Bro, my homeboy was talking, after when we finished watching the film, where are the Indians?
Like, what? They brought him in?
Indians?
That was good. That guy came in boss. Oh, he going to be a good part of the story. Mm-hmm. Never seen him again. I thought he was going to spin back or something. Didn't see him again. That's all right.
Said
he wasn't that really. He wasn't that important.
He's hunting a vampire.
We get that, but we don't know the backstory into which.
Are you dead?
I mean, for real, we don't know the backstory in which why they were chasing him. We don't know if they were vampire hunters or not. We just know that they were hunting him specifically because they know what he is. So, and they told him like, "Yo, if you're harboring him, may God bless you." Because we not. And then hold on. They left specifically because the sun set. They're not coming back out because they wanted to go. No, they left because they saw the sun set.
They're hunting.
They hunting him. No, not vampire. You cannot say that.
He's a vampire. Okay, and they're hunting him down. What is he?
What makes you think that he was hunting? They were hunting vampires specifically.
He's looking for him on horses with two friends.
Him. If they were hunting other vampires before they got to him, then I agree with you.
You did also say you don't know what that man is.
Yeah, you don't know what that man is. Because my thing
but he knows. He's hunting him.
They're hunting him.
No, they're doing.
You understand what I'm saying?
Excuse me, we don't understand what you're saying. But
am I tripping?
What
you are?
What we're saying is that the Indians were saying specifically we're hunting him. And you don't know what he is.
You don't know what
exactly.
He is. Especially knowing that we know what he is.
So Amani, where did he say? Where did they say that they were hunting vampires or sex for him?
They're not trying to specifically say it out loud, but they're saying as a motif, as saying like, "Hey."
I get that, but you cannot infer that or assume that based on what they're saying. They know. They know what he is.
That's got to be. I understand. Okay, so it's got to be us. They know what he is, right?
Yeah.
So
we don't know the backstory. Okay, what's going on?
But they know who he is, right?
Yes.
How many people? Like 3 people came on horses to look for him, right?
5. Yes.
5. Oh, thank you. They're a bigger number. So they're going for him, quote unquote, hunting him down. Hold on. I'm just asking questions. There are 5 of them, and they're hunting him down, and they know what he is.
Okay.
What do you call that?
They're hunting him.
A vampire hunter.
No. Like, bro, what are we doing here? We hold on. We don't even know.
It's not about us. You said you just said.
I can't lie. I would stand with you. But because these guys were specifically dressed a certain way,
And they knew
mannerisms. They're in the South.
They're dressed in their traditional garb.
I understand that.
And they knew what time to leave. They didn't just say like,
time out.
No, time out. We ain't got the time for time out.
No, before you go any further, you're missing out a big piece.
Really
okay, go ahead.
If you're a professional vampire hunter, don't you think you know how to hunt at night?
That's besides the point. That's besides the point.
they're trying to make it more easier
but you have countermeasures. Any other vampire hunter movie, they still hunt at night.
So we found. Okay,
we go to.
See, no. That's true. No, but
they're vampire hunters. They know that garlic is.
I'm happy you mentioned this because this is going to go on.
Yeah, that's even worse. Okay, thanks for saying that. So if you know the vampire hunter said,
this is why I don't understand why y'all gave this a 10 out of 10. But go ahead.
Why would you go?
Why you have questions about this?
So why did it come back?
Because they're not a professional vampire hunter. That's my point.
Bro, that's fine. Go ahead. Uche.
Anywho, you're lost.
Just go ahead.
No, you're forcing a narrative that doesn't exist.
Anyways,
go
vampire hunters never came back, the Indians, right? On top of that, there was a contradiction at the end where he said, I hate you, I don't like you right now, but it's a contradiction at the end where he said that one vampire may not affect the others. Apparently, even if you kill the main, the other ones can still live.
Yeah.
Right. I found that, I was like, okay, I hear that. Two left, right? The main one and his white woman, vampire. Mary, sorry.
Don't disrespect Haley like that, bro.
But that's what she is. She's watered down.
Don't disrespect Haley, bro.
Yeah, but mind you, if it's even funnier because they try to portray a black man going to a white woman going through a bad lifestyle because he never had fun in it after that. We'll talk about that later. But more so.
If I speak my mind, bro.
But more so, he said that even if one died, the main one dies, the other one still live. Mm-hmm. He hit the main one in the head with the vampire, but they're all like, they all feel it now, right? It's funny because when they're fighting in a barn and some were boxing, getting hurt, they weren't doing that stuff. They were just fighting their own thing. So apparently, when the
main ours dude,
so what you just said, he's not the main one. So the main one gets. So hold on.
The main one's getting tossed around.
The main one's getting fighting in two. The main one got hit in the head, and on top of that, they all felt it. The two got away. Cool, let that slide. No one can tell time. No one felt the sun come up. Those two ran first, and you tell me everyone's in the water. There's no shade. There's nothing but a building and trees.
Oh my god, bro!
You're telling me no one can tell? Oh my god, no one can tell time?
I don't know where to start.
Yeah, go ahead. I got more to say, but I'm gonna stop there.
I'm gonna address that weird point you just made about nobody telling time. Smoke already told Stacks and girl to dip a long time ago. Yeah, he told them to dip a long time ago. So they on top of that, they were in a barn. They dipped.
Okay.
So, and then he made a promise that he wasn't going to talk to.
I understand now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Him feeling the pain. When you hit the,
we couldn't tell he left. We didn't see his face. Everybody else, he's gone.
Him feeling the head's pain or whatever. They all felt it. They're all able to feel the pain. And remember, he even said, "Yo, anything they feel or know, I know." So he was able to talk Japanese.
Not feel. They know.
Cantonese, huh?
They didn't say about feel. They said the information they know. They know. They didn't say anything about feeling their pain. They said something along the lines of the emotion, what they know.
They all share.
They don't share their feelings.
They're like a hive mind.
Like memories and
like a hive mind. So anything type of emotion, knowledge, or anything that they have.
I understand that, but the feeling, as in getting hurt, was not emphasized when he first said it. He said something about the knowledge. I watched the movie twice. So I'm trying to tell you something. He did not say that. So what I'm trying to say is, they're going with the whole thing about feeling. Yeah,
you need your medication.
You stuck,
bro?
You're lagging.
Am I in the Twilight Zone or some shit?
Yeah,
what the fuck is going on here?
You've been lagging this whole conversation about sinners, actually. So I'm very confused.
So let me get this straight.
No.
They haven't emphasized the fact that this nigga can feel everybody can feel what he feeling.
No.
But all of a sudden, Indians are hunting the vampires off. Like, bro, I'm so confused.
You said no English.
No, because I'm flabbergasted, bro.
Yeah,
you said you inferred that the one group of Indians were hunting.
Don't go backwards.
Vampires, even though it never emphasized. Hold on. They never hunted. Never emphasized that they hunted them.
Are we arguing another group? Right now?
No, but the other group. Hold on. The other vampire, all of a sudden, them feeling it is over the top. Even though in detail he said that. Even though in detail he said anything they feel or know, I know.
He didn't say feel.
Whatever. I know.
It was
All
just
he
mostly
said
up
was-
in
all he
Anthony.
said
And
was-
even that's the case.
That's even worse. Hold on. That's even worse if you say anything they feel because they were boxing
He
that
did
man.
not
Cam
say
Newton getting
that.
shot left and
He
right.
did not say
He didn't
that.
feel not everybody's holding their arm because someone got blown off or something like that. So if
He
you
never got his arm blown off.
I'm just saying for the other vampires who are going through it.
I mean, Cornbread had his
that's
job.
not how it works.
Cornbread got his job.
That's not how it works.
Duh. So why would you
He
say?
got his
Why would you?
job
Hold on. Why would you say everything they feel and they know?
Because
I
he
know.
created all of them. They're gonna feel what
you didn't hear what you just said. You said everything
that he, not them. He.
You just we're gonna play this back.
Y'all don't want to hear about
anything they feel, anything they know, I feel, and I know. You just said that. So if Cornbread got his mouth blown off, don't you think everybody else would be like, "Oh my god, my face"? None of them did that.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Oh my
hold on. I'm gonna stop you right there.
But you're lost now.
Continue
Cut
on with
your words.
points. Or actually,
Sorry,
Armani.
sorry. You know another
Go
one. So I
ahead.
can go on forever.
What
I
are
have a
your
lot to
gripes?
say.
What are your
one
gripes? 'Cause we ain't got the time for
that I'm glad someone put this on TikTok. Hey, shout out to you. I'm probably gonna put it into the edit or something.
He don't
like
know
that.
you.
No, look. So look.
I don't know you.
So look, I don't know if y'all remember, but y'all know in the barn, like before the Asian lady was like, "Hey, come on in." So look,
go ahead.
That was a good scene though. I
all
liked it.
right. So look,
Good, but
there's only Grace, Paulina, Pauline, Sammy, Smoke, Slim, and Annie.
You remember the names? Is crazy. That's tough. Good job.
yeah,
I gotta get
I
memory.
remember their names.
Because
So,
wow,
look, so
lost
that's
halfway.
six,
You
right?
remember 'em?
It's like 6 people, right?
Yeah.
Why when they come in, the vampires, everybody's getting attacked? Why are there random niggas?
Where'd it come
There's
from?
random niggas.
Hey, I thought I was tripping when I saw that.
I was like,
bro, wait, y'all just fodder niggas down?
I thought we saw everybody at the table eating garlic.
Yeah.
But apparently there's 30
All
more.
of a sudden
to
they
do
got
it.
fodder niggas coming in and get bit. I'm like, bro, who the fuck are these
Bro.
niggas?
Well,
Nah.
it's just bodies to just
No,
count.
thank you. And I know people change up.
I'm so happy you mentioned.
I know people change up vampire lore every now and then. I understand they do.
Mm-hmm.
But like one thing that I thought was set in stone. I mean, not set in stone, but I mean most consistent. The owner of the house must let you in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
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 It has to be
No.
the
Like I said,
owner.
people change the lore however they
No.
want to. No. If you look it up, it's the owner of the house. There's even shows and movies where some vampires will go and buy the deed of the house. I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
Vampires will go buy the deed of the house
Yeah,
just so they can get
that's
in the
made- that's-
house.
Yeah, that was
They
made
can't get
prevalent
in.
That's
Vampire
actually
Diaries.
crazy as hell.
And Vampire Diaries, yeah, they did that.
Yeah. So the fact that just saying,
Vampire Diaries.
the random Asian lady.
I know,
Sorry, I
it's
know her
not
name.
the
Mary.
best
What's her name?
example.
Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah, random Mary
Yeah,
is basically come on in. I said, first of all, you should kill her. I would throw her out. You want to go
Oh,
fight
that's
them?
Grace.
You
Sorry,
go-
that's Grace.
Grace. Sorry. If Grace wants to go fight them, you go fight them outside.
Mhm.
We ain't doing that. You letting everybody inside. You gonna kill all of
I
us
can't
because
lie,
you mad?
though.
Come on now.
As annoying as it was,
Huh? Oh, I understand it. Her crash out was valid. I'll be mad too.
That's
You
a
were
valid
saying that
crash.
how did she give them permission to come in if it wasn't her crib?
No, that too. But I mean, also, even
but
past
that's
that.
just arguing the technicalities of it.
Yeah,
but-
even that's arguing that's something else. But
Yeah.
even past that, right?
Mhm.
I'll still throw her out because like, what are you doing? Like, don't kill me because you're upset. I mean, I do get it. They're threatening your daughter. He's talking your language. He know everything about you. Oh yeah, I feel you. Go outside.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to do though.
Yeah, like I know the way
Go
you like to
outside.
be
He
licked.
He said, I like the way. I know you like the way you.
No,
get licked.
that
I
was a low
promise I
blow.
won't bite. I was like, bro.
No, that was a low blow. That was a low blow. I was actually mad for it too. I was like, hey, go
That's
ahead. But not in my house.
That
There's really nothing you
vampire,
can do about that,
the
though.
dude who played him, that was 10 out of 10 acting
About
from
the
him.
whole
Facts.
like we know where your daughter stay at.
I would have knocked Grace out. I would have knew she was gonna trip.
No, I'm not talking about like Grace specifically, but I'm just talking about like for Grace to be in her position, I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, I hear
You can't.
that.
You're
But
not in the
I-
right
as
to
a
tell her how to
bystander,
feel.
I know that. I would have knocked her out. 'Cause I know she's gonna tweak out. No disrespect. She's emotional right now. I'm not sure what type of.
we gotta lock in. We gotta survive the night.
I'm not sure what type of month it is
we
for her right now. She's emotional. I gotta knock her out because she's gonna
Because
tweak
think
out.
about it, bro. Someone, what's it called? Everyone there lost someone dear to them in stacks.
Yeah, we all lost somebody.
Stacks
Mind you, this is probably like 2 hours before sunset.
yeah.
And my thing,
You can wait it.
I mean, for the sunrise.
my thing is though, if I had to choose between,
They probably wasn't.
if I had to choose between Crash Out Grace and the other shorty,
Annie?
I would throw out Annie either way. I'm sorry, bro. Annie was
What?
Annie was pissing me. Annie was pissing me off,
Who?
bro. Was
You
it
talking
Annie?
Was Annie?
The one,
Annie's
not the big
Annie
one.
and Smoke Girl.
No, not Annie.
Mary?
Is that Mary? The one that
Mary's the white girl. That
White
was
girl?
stacks.
No, the one.
Oh, he's talking about Pearline. He's talking about
bro,
Pearline.
I would have
Yeah,
threw her
Pearline.
ass
That's
out,
what
That's
bro.
what we was just talking
What are we
about.
talking about, Pearline?
We were just talking. No, the Asian, the Asian wife.
The black girl.
No, what black girl? What
Sammy,
black girl?
Sammy's the,
Okay, who's the dude with the guitar again?
Sammy.
The girl he was messing with.
Grace.
That's Pearline.
That's Grace.
Okay, yeah, I would have threw
That's
Grace out.
Pearline. That's Pearline.
Pearline's the Asian one, right?
The Grace is
Sammy's
the Asian.
girl is
Grace
Pearline.
is the Asian.
Sammy's
Okay,
girl's
so right then.
Pearline.
So
Grace
yeah,
is
I would
the
have.
Asian.
I would have
Okay,
still
okay.
chose Grace over Shorty.
Who's the other one again?
Pearline is the girl
Pearline.
Sammy was eating up.
The one he ate out. That's Pearline. That's her name.
What'd she do?
The singer.
She was annoying.
She
She was complaining about everything.
Hey, no.
She was pissing me off.
The significance of
I mean,
her.
yeah, she shot her husband.
She
We
should have known better.
Yeah, should have known better. She's not loyal for nothing. I mean, come on now. She's outside.
That's crazy,
She walked
though.
4 hours for dick. I'm sorry, that threw me off a loop.
She really did walk 4 hours.
It's not even that.
insane.
It's not even that.
So Sammy really nasty. 'Cause that was-
Yeah, she even said, "Oh, I'm not clean yet." He said, "I just want to taste you." I said, "What's wrong with
Oh,
you?"
You beautiful.
she said that?
I want to know what you taste
she
like.
was in-
That
She-
kitty got a little.
She's on a
little
period.
She
twinge to
walked
it.
4
gosh.
hours.
She was musty.
Sweat was.
Bro,
And then that
I already had this conversation with
She
guys,
got
bro.
corn on
Back
her
then,
feet.
Wait, hold on.
back then,
mind
guys,
you,
bro, they didn't care, bro.
mind you, her
That's
husband.
pheromones right there, man.
Mind you, her
And they
husband
didn't even
makes a lot
shave
of
back
money.
then.
So she could have drove a car, but chose not to.
You don't like him, Harry?
Huh?
Never mind.
Wait, I don't like the way your hand is positioned while you're asking that question. Look at that man's right hand. Why is it
The
like
whole
that?
limb.
That one.
But
So,
yeah, ultimately,
moving on,
You got
moving on.
must plus hair, and you going, oh man.
So, like I said, there's a lot of that.
Bro, y'all thinking about today's time,
I
bro.
can say
Back
so
then,
much more.
It
Like
was
the
way
movie was
worse.
good. Everything
Way
else, right?
You know it smelled crazy in there. But go ahead. Go ahead.
You're crazy.
Go ahead.
that kitty probably has
Anti-black, but I'm not gonna say anything about them. I'm just kidding.
Show.
But
He's like,
who?
He had to be
Definitely under
18,
18.
19.
He was
No.
young. I don't know.
He was definitely
But
under
he had a 30-year-old voice.
Another
Boy,
thing,
yeah,
another
his
thing I hate.
voice.
I don't like his voice.
What?
I don't like
you
his
didn't like his voice?
His
I
girl,
don't
the
like
girl
his
he went to the
voice.
movie with was falling for him, and then he mad.
You mad because
No.
the girl was smiling.
No.
I'm
He
mad
took
too.
his girl to the screen.
Like, Sammy would have took my girl immediately talking like
Okay,
that.
from his actual voice, I would have much rather him do his actual voice. That deep.
That was the actual voice.
No.
Him singing. What are you talking
No, I'm talking about like he's doing it. All right, hold on, wait, let me.
That's who he is.
Hey, stop right there.
You know,
Stop
just
right
stop.
there.
Promise you,
Just
Stop right
I
there.
can't lie. You're
If
not
y'all
landing.
hear
You're not
him-
landing. I refuse to
think
let
you-
you
I
land.
think- I
You're
think-
not
voice?
landing. That's his actual voice.
Bro, it's not that deep.
You're not cooking with that.
So you gonna tell him what he does? What he sound like?
bro, what's wrong with you,
Bro, I
man?
shit you not.
Hey, you're mad because you don't got it. I get it though. I'll be mad
Oh
too.
my
But
God,
my boy
It's
was
okay,
talking sweet.
Armani. It's
That's
okay.
the type of voice a woman wants to be.
Bro,
talked
all
to
I'm
at
not taking
night.
your hand off of that.
Armani,
I'm not
I know
gonna-
you be mad. I know you be
Armani, you
mad.
gotta respect it,
Bro.
bro. All he did was introduce himself to Pearline, bro, and she pulled up. Think
It was-
about
it was-
it.
it was a little bit more.
Think
It was a
about
little bit more talk than that, but
Yeah, we're still going. Yeah,
But
you'll
yeah,
be
nah.
sad.
So, but the
can't
movie,
lie.
the movie itself,
We're
like,
not talking this third topic.
Yeah, just I keep it at this.
but no. But the biggest negative that I have on the film is, like I said, bro. Of course, we have the positive. We talked about the whole
Oh yeah, we already
music is
addressed that.
transcended. That one right there,
That was beautiful.
that was the best part of the movie.
that was.
And the other best part is the villain of the series. Was my favorite. That was my
The
No,
favorite.
not gonna lie. The Irish dude was really. I'm actually mad that we didn't get more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
we
was,
were.
he was
that's
the
his
best
name.
one. He was the best
I
one.
didn't know.
James
I was like, dang, you're cooking right now. I'm glad they got this guy.
Yeah.
He's talking about history. I connected with this guy, and I'm not sure if you know about the history. The Irish, yeah, the Irish getting like was treated like just as bad.
Bro,
as, well,
bro, the
not
fact-
just as
No, but
badly,
think about it.
but they were getting treated bad though. We got worse, but
Just
He got treated bad.
He got treated bad.
They got-
But-
they're like second worst.
Mhm.
But the thing was that black people like
Wait, no, I don't
they
know about
opened their
second
arms to them.
they were treated bad.
They opened their arms to them, so like they were supporting each other
Mhm.
on the come up.
yeah.
That's why because there's a little segment with one of the interviewers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rate
on,
it. But
Ryan
We should be
Coogler was
right
having-
there. We should be right there.
rated slavery.
Is that a tier list? Black people, that's
No, it's okay. It's okay.
But I'll say nothing.
Y'all
But-
putting tears on struggle?
I was trying to stop it early. I was trying to stop it early. I was like, just slap you back.
Ah.
But I was trying to say like one thing I
No,
did.
I was trying to say something.
Mm-mm.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm messing with you.
One thing I really like about Remy though, like he really portrayed the devil really well. If he was trying to be like considered be the devil, he used everything to tempt people. There was even like he was tempting his the Grace to let them in. The way he was tempting some people to come outside, something like that. But
Even
then
that couple.
the couple,
when he was first introduced.
like that was
With
that was
the
nice.
KKK thing and
No,
how he said
he tried to tempt
Nigga
Smoke.
persuaded
No,
him to
no,
race
tried to
him.
tempt
No,
Smoke.
that was not. He said we could. No, he had me in the
I'll
audience.
pay you. I'll
got
pay
me.
you for this and with the 2 gold coins he had. Come on.
No, the the one thing he did with the audience, like even the audience was like, I can hear the whole audience was talking about this one. Like this, let the world you in. He's giving them information about the KK, the KKK people will come back and blow this place up anyways. But he's telling the truth. Like he's telling you what the life that you're living, all that stuff. Look at the world we're going for. You're free. You're dancing. Look at all the stuff. We're all one, but you're not really one. You're in control. You're under control, and the guy was controlling you the whole time through. At the end of the day, the devil still had you dancing in the palm of his hands, and I was like,
"Yep,
bro." He was doing
blessings.
A lot. He was
baptized.
He was baptized.
Like I said,
he
was doing the bit. I'm not gonna.
This was a
flowers when I
Christian
get flowers. It was doing good. Everything else I said, don't throw that away, right? But I don't. Doesn't mean I don't. I didn't like see. I didn't understand the stuff. Doesn't mean I didn't catch the symbols. Doesn't mean I didn't catch this music. I'm just gonna tell you the things that you missed on. Where's Remy's backstory? Where Remy? I know where's the Indians at? The ending with the guy contradicting himself.
How the hell did Smoke get back there? How did Smoke get there?
No, better yet, how's he shooting with atomic? No, he snuck up on him. I get it. He's shooting all the KKK members.
How though?
But how is he? Don't get me wrong.
How is he what?
There's a guy who put a gun out the window. He missed.
Because he was scared.
No, he wasn't.
He was scared.
Point blank. Guy took a grenade and tossed in the car. I lost a point right after that too. I was like, cringy.
Nigga said,
"Yeah, very Carl-like."
I was like,
but I understood. He was a veteran.
You understood it?
Yeah, he's a veteran.
Nigga, just pop it.
Why didn't you shoot? They right there. Y'all niggas holding the gun.
Oh yeah, they forced that scene in there. Yeah, they definitely.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
You're trying to get the cool factor, and he just lost 4 points.
Yeah, 6. Okay, so I'm sorry. There's a lot to say about it, but my rating for it, to be honest, I'm not gonna give I'm not gonna say it's poor. I'm gonna give like a solid 6.5, 7 out of 10.
I'm giving it an 8.2 out of 10.
She boosting that. I can't give it a rate.
I give it an 8.
Doing too much.
Definitely feel like I don't like musicals, so
criticism don't make sense.
They don't make
Your
sense.
Vampire Hunter is mad. That's why you're mad.
Vampire Hunter. All of a sudden, how much? Go ahead. Ugo.
Yeah, go ahead, Ugo. Yeah, keep moving
on. For my rating, I will give it a 7.5.
Okay,
it's not bad at all.
It's not bad.
Solid C minus.
Yes.
Now,
D.
I would love for y'all.
Jesus Christ, no.
Let's do casting couch, everybody.
Do casting couch.
Let's do casting couch.
Who can play?
No. Let Armani propose the question.
Go ahead.
Let him
Hey,
propose
man.
the question.
You know, me personally, I feel like Michael B. Jordan did that. That's okay, job.
That's the question, my boy.
That's the question. That's what I'm saying. Who
do y'all feel like can play Michael B. Jordan's role?
I want you to say first. Who's your first number one person?
You know, I'll go with one of the best out here, Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors can play that role. Hey, it's us. We talking.
Jonathan Majors has played multiple roles at different personalities in Kang alone. God, come on now, guys. Please come down.
They work good.
He did Lovecraft Country, and that's
those roles didn't require none of the stuff that Michael B. Jordan was doing.
So,
did you watch Lovecraft Country?
Being able to play Kang, who splits his personality.
Kang has nothing to do with none of these characters that we're just talking about.
He splits his personality in so many different ways.
Lovecraft Country fully.
They're all.
So that's even easier for him.
I think
he can't do 2.
Describe 3 of the Kangs right now.
I didn't watch Kang.
All right, exactly. What are we talking about? If you watched it, you know that he did the same thing in all of them.
Nah, it's the way he said. I didn't watch Kang.
I'll go down that hill.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Jonathan Majors can really play that role. I feel like he has a good
range.
Very good range.
He's good in certain aspects, but I'm gonna let Armani go. I'm gonna end this round.
Can display leadership, can display a little bit of assertiveness, charisma. Can definitely show off a lot of things that was portrayed with either Stack or Smoke, whoever he wants to do it out, how you want to do it. Jonathan Majors is perfect. I mean, he probably would have. There was a scene in Sinners where Stacks had like quote unquote died, and it was supposed to be really emotional. Didn't feel for shit.
You have a problem.
Yeah. No, not that one. When they was in the little room after Mary had killed him, and he was holding his brother, and then I was like, damn, this supposed to be really emotional, but I wasn't feeling it.
I feel that.
Were you not paying attention to the audience, the women that were crying in the theater that were doing the most about that?
He's too handsome.
that has nothing to do with it.
And that's all it is.
No, it's not. That doesn't make any sense.
Is that a lot to do with it? His face played the role.
Anyways, look at me. Hey, get the camera on me.
You're not even next. You're not even next.
Get the camera on me. I am next.
Okay.
Get the camera on me. Because I'm directly going against him. That's why I need to go next. Because it has to be it has to be shut down. It has to be shut down. What's the name of that cowboy movie he did that was on Netflix? That
it's the Harder They Fall.
The Harder They Fall. He was mid in that movie. Okay. He wasn't even the best actor in that movie. I don't think he was a top 3 actor in that movie.
More characters.
No, stop.
Damage Idris.
Damage Idris. What's her name? Rashida Jackson. Is that her name?
No, I'm saying
the girl, the Idris Elba's right hand. The girl, Regina King. They were all better than him.
No, I'm saying Damage Idris could probably play the role better than Michael Jordan.
In what movie?
In Sinners.
Bro, do you not understand what the movie required is the reason why they cast him the way they casted him?
What it required?
David can do that role too.
Can't
give me a movie right now that he's done that in. You niggas just naming people, bro.
I can't say it.
Wait, that's the point?
That's not the point.
No, you have to have some evidence to prove that. You can't just be naming people. Tom Hanks.
No. Damage is not a black. Damage is not a black male. He can't change his tone. He can't walk the walk. He can't show emotion. He can't show assertiveness. What are you talking about?
We've seen him in those roles, bro. And the character and what they brought about is not the same thing they're requiring for this movie.
Damage Idris can for sure do it.
Oh yeah,
what? Bro, y'all tripping.
Okay, Idris Elba and Idris are all better actors. No, they're all better. I agree, they're all better actors than Michael B. Jordan. But what this movie required, the precision that he required to play those 2 roles, and the seriousness of the swagger that required, they cannot do it.
He did it. Give me 2 more. Can you talk to? He's dumb.
What?
How are you gonna say we acknowledge that these actors are better? But they can't do what someone who isn't better than these 2 characters, these 2 individuals.
I'm gonna explain that right now.
No, you're not.
You're done. You got 15 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Smoking Snacks is not even that like complex of a character.
We will definitely continue this.
These are.
We will definitely get back to this.
We gotta do a part 2.
These guys yapping.
We gotta do a part 2 later on.
Appreciate the time. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below which one of us is bugging, which one of us is actually cooking. Other than that, it's a Villain Style podcast. I go by the name of Ugo. To my right, Kanice, Uche, Armani. We out.